What if I told you that is one of the most powerful healing foods in Ayurveda comes from the smallest bees on earth? Not factory-made, not mass-produced, and not available everywhere. This honey is so potent that Ayurvedic practitioners actively seek it for immunity, digestion, and respiratory health. Today, we're unlocking the truth about little bee honey. What is little bee honey? Little bee honey is not ordinary honey. It is produced by tiny indigenous bees, very different from the large bees used in commercial honey farming. These bees do not live in boxes. They do not follow human schedules. They live where nature decides. Forests, hills, rock crevices, old trees, and they produce honey in very small quantities. That is why this honey is rare, and that is why it is respected. How little bee honey is made. To understand its power, you must understand how it is made. Little bees build small, fragile colonies. They collect nectar only from wildflowers, forest herbs, and medicinal plants. No sugar syrup, no artificial feeding. Inside the hive, the nectar is slowly transformed. Natural enzymes break it down. Moisture reduces naturally. No heat is applied. No processing happens. This slow process preserves everything nature intended. Enzymes, antioxidants, antibacterial compounds, nothing is rushed. Ethical harvesting. Traditional honey collectors follow one rule: take only what is needed. They never destroy the hive. They leave enough honey for the bees, and they return only when nature allows. This is why little bee honey can never be mass-produced. Nature controls the supply, not factories. Why Ayurvedic practitioners value it. In Ayurveda, honey is called madhu, but not all honey is considered equal. Little bee honey is described as light, easily absorbable, and highly effective. It is often used as a yoga vahi. That means it helps carry medicinal herbs deeper into the body. Because of this, Ayurvedic practitioners prefer it for therapeutic use. Immunity benefits. One of the main reasons this honey is in high demand is immune support. Little bee honey contains natural enzymes and antioxidants that support the body's defense system. Taken regularly, in small amounts, it helps the body respond better to seasonal changes and infections. It does not overstimulate, it works gently. That is why it is often recommended for children, elders, and those with weaker immunity. Digestive and gastric health. If you experience acidity, gas, or digestive discomfort, this honey is traditionally considered very soothing. It helps balance stomach acids, supports gut health, and is easy to digest. Many people consume it early in the morning with warm water. Unlike processed honey, it does not irritate the stomach. Respiratory health. Little bee honey is also valued for respiratory support, traditionally used for cough, cold, throat irritation, and mild breathing discomfort. It soothes the throat, reduces inflammation, and supports natural recovery. Often combined with ginger, pepper, or herbal preparations. Beauty and skin benefits. True beauty begins inside the body. Because this honey supports digestion and reduces internal imbalance, it naturally reflects on the skin. It is also used externally as a face mask, for dryness, for minor skin irritation. Simple, natural, effective. Why this honey is rare. Little bee honey is not cheap, and it should not be. Low yield, seasonal harvest, ethical collection. If you see large quantities at very low prices, question the source. Real honey varies in color. Taste changes with seasons, and crystallization is natural. How to consume it correctly. A small reminder. Never mix honey with boiling liquids. Always use warm water. But water is not the only way to consume little bee honey. It can be taken with warm milk, especially at night for calmness and recovery. It can be added to herbal teas once the tea has cooled slightly. It pairs well with ginger, pepper, and turmeric in traditional preparations. A small amount can be taken with plain curd to support digestion. It can be mixed with soaked nuts or drizzled over fruits for gentle energy. Some people consume it with millets or light breakfast foods instead of refined sugar. What matters most is moderation. A little, taken consistently, is more effective than large quantities. Honey is medicine when respected, and sugar when misused. Little bee honey teaches us something. Nature does not rush. Nature does not mass produce. It values balance, patience, and harmony. This honey is not for everyone. It is for those who understand that true health comes from respecting nature. If you found this video valuable, take a moment to reflect. And if you enjoy honest explorations into traditional wellness, consider subscribing and sharing this video with your loved ones who may need it. Have you ever tried Little Bee honey? Share your experience in the comments.